Today, we're diving into a popular post from the Reddit titled as, "My boss stole my Super Bowl tickets, so one made him lose a major client." This post received 28,474 upvotes. Posted by Bransanen. The post reads as follows. With the NFL playoffs back on, I thought you all might enjoy this football-related revenge story. I'm a huge 49ers fan. The rabid all-day tailgate in the parking lot type. A few years ago, we made it back to the Super Bowl. I was working at a consulting firm with a handful of accounts I would interact with directly. One client in particular knew how big of a Niners fan I was. I was the day-to-day lead on his account. He really liked working with me and we became friends, often grabbing drinks or dinner after our meetings. He had access to a pair of extra company seats to the game, and as a thank you, wanted to give them to me as a gift. He passed the tickets over to the partner on that account, who I will refer to as DickheadPartner, to be given to me as a surprise. The game came and went. We lost, it sucked. The next time we met, we went to drinks afterward and he mentioned, "Hey, by the way, why didn't you go to the game? I heard someone else was in your seats." I asked, "What game?" He said, "The Super Bowl." Confused, I answered, "I didn't have seats to the Super Bowl?" He told me that he gave DickheadPartner a pair of his company tickets for me as a gift so I could attend. I had zero idea what he was talking about. He looked shocked. Told me to quietly ask around about it and get back to him. When I was back in the office the next week, I found out through one of the secretaries that DickheadPartner had given a pair of Super Bowl tickets to another one of his clients as a gift from our company. I might have let this sort of thing go to keep the peace under different circumstances, but these were seats on the 30-yard line to see the fucking 49ers play in the Super Bowl. I was pissed. I considered confronting DickheadPartner myself, but realized it was the client who had noticed I wasn't there in the first place, so if I let him handle it, there would be no blowback on me. So I texted him, "Hey, I just wanted to thank you so much for thinking of me with those seats. It appears that they were given to another one of our firm's clients." He texted back right away, in all caps, "Are you shitting me?" And then, "Pretend I never told you. Let me handle." He followed up with me about formulating a plan. A few days later, we were asked to come down for a meeting in their office. The client requested the partner be present, not entirely unusual, so DickheadPartner and I hopped a flight the next week and headed over to their office. Little did DickheadPartner know, my client had orchestrated a wonderfully awkward little show to catch him red-handed. When we entered the conference room, it was all the usual suspects along with a woman in her 30s we didn't recognize. My client immediately introduces, DickheadPartner. "This is Stephanie such and such, VP from other department. She wanted to sit in on this meeting." "Hey, op. You guys must already know her from the Super Bowl." She then responds as she goes to shake my hand, "Oh, I don't think so. Did we meet there? I'm sorry if I forgot." Client responds, "Geez Steph, how much did you have to drink? They were sitting right next to you." Client looks at me, and I say, "Sorry, client. I wasn't there. Are you thinking of someone else?" At this point, DickheadPartner is looking visibly uncomfortable, probably trying to come up with an excuse. He starts in with an, When Stephanie says over him, "No, so-and-so, from other company, we're in the other seats. By the way, I was wondering why we gave company seats to those guys. Is there a project we're working with them on that I don't know about?" Obviously not. They were in completely different industries. It would be like Coca-Cola partnering with John Deere. DickheadPartner lets out an, again, and the client immediately speaks over him asking, "DickheadPartner, I gave you those tickets for, op." At this point DickheadPartner is turning bright red. He responds, "Oh, well he wasn't able to make it, so he must have given the seats away to someone else," and turns to me looking for me to cover for him. Client smirks at me. I respond, What are you talking about?" Client, "You gave me tickets to the Super Bowl?" Client suddenly raises his voice, "DickheadPartner. Those tickets were a personal thank you gift from me to, op. Did you give them away to someone else?" Pause. Was it another client? DickheadPartner butts in with, oh, maybe something got mixed up in the office. Client went quiet for what probably seemed like an eternity to DickheadPartner. He then looked down, grabbed his portfolio and iPad, put them into his briefcase, and said, I think this meeting is over. It seems as if I owe you a thank you gift. Let's go to lunch. Stephanie, you're welcome to join. DickheadPartner, I need to evaluate our relationship, please. Go back home and expect to hear from us next week. DickheadPartner suggests he would like to join, presumably to do damage control, and Stephanie sternly tells him, I don't think that's a good idea, and asks the front desk to see DickheadPartner out. As soon as he is in the elevator, we all break out laughing hysterically. Stephanie wasn't really a VP, just an employee at the company who client had drafted into helping with his pre-planned meeting skit, but she did end up coming to lunch with us and was a fellow Niners fan and total blast to hang out with. On our way to the restaurant, I got a desperate text from DickheadPartner saying I needed to cover for the firm, and that we could discuss things when I got back. I replied, yes, we need to talk, but I'll see what I can do. Client told me to wait a couple hours and then respond to him. 1. To expect invoices for the resale value of the Super Bowl tickets. Resale is way above face value. It was over $10,000. As well as our lunch. He picked a pricey spot and made a big show of overspending. And that he expected them to be paid immediately. 2. Expected I be given a direct apology. 3. Expected a written apology to his company for what he considered theft. And 4. He will only interact with me or another one of our firm's partners, never DickheadPartner. This whole thing caused a stir with the other partners, and I actually came off looking great because it appeared that I had made a good faith effort to save the client for the firm despite being the victim in this situation. The client would transfer to another partner, which meant DickheadPartner lost his profit share on any work with them. Oh, and the other partners in the firm made DickheadPartner pay the invoices back out of his salary. In retrospect, I really have no idea what the hell the guy was thinking. Did he seriously believe the client would just not notice me not thanking him for Super Bowl tickets? Anyway, the well was kind of poisoned for me there long term because DickheadPartner wasn't going anywhere. I left the firm a few months later for a much better position. Client ultimately terminated their relationship with that firm a year later. He actually now works with a good friend of mine at a competing firm. I'm still pissed I missed out on the Super Bowl even though we lost. Hoping we make it back this year so I can finally go to one in person. Go Niners. A comment from user Real Ultimate Papo says, imagine what sort of human being you have to be to essentially steal a $10,000 ticket from a worker. Disgusting. To say the least. The level of orchestration and execution on this revenge was so perfect, though. Suck it, DickheadPartner. This comment received 8169 upvotes. A reply from user Gustomaximus says, I was having a look through some company accounts and there was line for gift certificates every month, a few thousand. We followed up to check and found it was for employee thanks, bonus, but no one had ever received one. The CFO was pocketing them and would go shopping on her lunch breaks. Such a dodgy and lazy person. So many things like this and other. They were the only employee I've come across where there was literally a round of applause when it was announced they were leaving. This reply received 18 upvotes. A reply from the original author Bransanen says, funny enough, at the same firm, the CFO's assistant figured out that one of the company cards that the digital ad team used for vendor payments had racked up tens of thousands of points and somehow no one had realized it because it ran outside of the standard accounting channels. They were used to cutting checks for everything but Google, Facebook, Twitter all required payment over a card. She cashed it all out into gift cards and was selling them on eBay for a while. I'm not exactly certain how they eventually caught her. This reply received 15 upvotes. A comment from user Riserith says, as a 49er fan who will probably never see a Super Bowl live, I lived this whole story vicariously through you. Thank you, and I hope you get to go one year. And the kickoff is here. This comment received 696 upvotes. A comment from user Def01 says, "Holy crap. I can't imagine the logic in giving the tickets to another client, when the gifting company would likely have other staff in attendance." This comment received 789 upvotes. A reply from the original author Bransanen says, "My best guess is that he's not much of a sports fan and was kind of oblivious to how big of a deal Super Bowl tickets actually are. Either that, or he's just such a dickhead that he thought he could get away with it." This reply received 623 upvotes. A comment from user CleverUsername 531 says, "I love your client so much. What a brilliant response." This comment received 1102 upvotes. A comment from user Balrus_Walsick says, "This is true pro-revenge material." This comment received 168 upvotes. A comment from user DesignGoddess says, "Similar happened to a friend with concert tickets. She got the tickets directly from the client. Boss took them from her office and posted them on Craigslist. Told the client she wasn't allowed to accept gifts. Client found the listing for the tickets. Contacted a partner and let them know boss took personal property and sold it and then kept the money. He was fired for theft." This comment received 113 upvotes. A comment from user Comerman says, "Wow. That super blows. Great revenge story though smiley face." This comment received 193 upvotes. A comment from user Slukai says, "Man, I'm just remembering my corporate ethics training around gifts, which boils down to, don't bribe people. Don't accept bribes. The fact that the partner would pull that makes me suspect you could have really hurt him legally with claims of impropriety." This comment received 47 upvotes. A reply from the original author Bransanen says, "Truth is billion-dollar sports stadiums would not exist if it weren't for business-to-client gifts. Seat licenses in a new football stadiums can be $100,000 per seat, just for the rights to buy those tickets. The company I'm with now has several of them for the Rams, Lakers and Dodgers. We're encouraged to offer them to clients, take them to games, concerts, etc. It's kind of accepted as relationship building rather than bribery. Take that for what you will, but it's not even remotely out of the ordinary." This reply received 25 upvotes. A comment from user ISS_Nighthawk says, "Not the Super Bowl but after working 56 hours straight on a video project. No sleep. Client gave our boss tickets for a big concert to give to us. I found this out a year later that boss took his family to the concert. It's okay. He is out of business and I'm working in aerospace now. So life is better. No more 56-hour shifts." This comment received 91 upvotes. A comment from user AstridX Outlaw says, "I love rich people corporate drama. Good for you." This comment received 41 upvotes. A comment from user ThePatron36 says, "Well, as much as today I dislike the 9 rupees, Cowboys fan, that was beautiful man. Sorry you missed the game though. That sucks. I hope DickheadPartner wakes up with dogshit in his shoes in the morning for the rest of his life." This comment received 135 upvotes. A comment from user LoneHawk2K4 says, "Considering how fucking stacked you guys are without a franchise QB, you guys are definitely making it this year. I say this begrudgingly as a Hawks fan lol." This comment received 54 upvotes. A comment from user Ronly says, "My company would probably not allow you to accept the gift of the tickets for ethical reasons. We do not want to ever have the appearance of bribery or favoritism. So no big ticket items." This comment received 93 upvotes. A reply from the original author Bransanen says, "That's probably smart. But I can tell you from experience that tickets, even expensive ones, are very common as corporate gifts. The company I'm with now in LA has a pool of giveaway seats for a whole mess of teams incl. Dodgers, Rams, Lakers. They're usually meant for clients, but if left unused will go to employees." This reply received 117 upvotes.